Hey, this is Brad Tipton, and today I want to help you to learn how to get court cases dismissed, how to get court cases discharged. And the first thing I want you to know is people come to me all the time because they know that I'm a former mortgage broker. They know that I understand how foreclosure works. They know this. And you know what they say to me? They say these words. They say, hey, Brad, show me the game. Brad, show me the game. Show me the game, Brad. That's the young people especially. Brad, show me the game. Well, I want you to know, I'm giving you the game today. So the game is this. In over 90% of cases, debt cases, foreclosure cases, but whether it's criminal cases, whatever the case is, right? Over 90% of those cases go forward because of two reasons, right? And the first reason is simple. You got to understand, right? Brad, show me the game. Brad, show me the game, right? You got to understand that in their world, there's two things that happen. The first thing is that they know that they don't have what it takes to hurt you, harm you, take from you. They already know they don't have it. They already know that they're dealing with a living man. They know that they're dealing with a living woman, and they know that they are nothing but a dead entity, right? A corporate structure. So they know that they don't have any life. They don't have any breath. They don't have any ability of any kind. So for them to move and take your money, move and take your car, move, take your house, move, garnish your wages. Remember, they're dead. They don't have the ability, but they need the ability. So they got to get it from somebody, and they get it from you. How do they get it? How do they get it? I know. I want to show you. I'm trying to show you the game. I'm trying to show you the game. And the way that they get it is they say, the way that it works is if you don't say no, and if you don't object to the right things, then by your failure to object, you're saying yes, right? I'm trying to show you the game. They need your yes to hurt you. They need your yes to garnish you. They need your yes to take your house. They need your yes to take your car. They need your yes for whatever it is. They don't have life, energy, power, movement, ability. That's the game. They don't have it, so they got to get it in order to do it to you. So where do they got to get it from? They got to get it from you. So the first step one is you got to always remember, look over everything and object. No. Object. So remember that and always respond to their letters, their summonses, their inquiries, their things that require an answer. Because embedded inside their letters and notices and stuff, it always says, hey, you got 15 days, you got 30 days, whatever the case is. And if you don't get back to us, then we're going to prosecute you. What that's really saying is it okay with you that if you fail to get back to us, that we can prosecute you? That's what the letter really says, right? Remember, it's not written in English, it's written in legalese, which is a completely different language. That's why we have Webster's dictionary, right? That's one language, and they have Black's Law dictionary. That's a completely different language. The words sound the same, completely different. So that's why they say to you, look, if you don't get back to us in 15 days, we're going to foreclose. What it's really saying in their language is it okay with you that if you don't get back to us, either don't get back to us at all, don't get back to us on time, or don't get back to us properly, right? Don't get back to us at all, don't get back to us properly, or don't get back to us on time. You're giving us, right? You're giving us the ability to foreclose or to take or to garnish or to whatever. They have to get it from you. That's step number one. Step number two is this. You got to remember, they will oftentimes do it through a court situation. And in a court situation, for it to have jurisdiction, right, it has to have four things. It has to have a plaintiff, a defendant, subject matter, and a first-hand witness, right? Now, plaintiff and defendant is pretty clear. Chase Bank and you, right? Chase Bank and Wells Fargo and you. We got it, right? And the attorney is representing the plaintiff. We got it. So those two are in place. It's the other two, right? It's the other two. That's the problem. This, right? So that third one, so plaintiff, defendant, subject matter. You got to, and I'm just using an example, but we could be talking about a criminal case, a civil case, IRS case, whatever, foreclosure case, whatever, right? We have to have number 3, which is subject matter. Now, I'll give you a quick, easy example. A lot of times what they will do, because the debt is the subject. That's what the debt is the subject matter, right? But that's the problem. Because they typically will have an affidavit, right? They say, we got an affidavit. Well, who's it? And your question, who's the affidavit from? Remember, I'm trying to show you the game. Your question is, who's the affidavit from? Well, the affidavit is from the gentleman who has, he's over all of the record keeping. He's the one who's in charge of it. His name is Joe Smith. He's over all of it, right? And he's got an affidavit saying that everything, this number is accurate. $100, $100,000, $12.09, right? Affidavit, right? From Joe, right? They got it. Here's the game. Here's the game. Joe is over the record keeping system. Like all the records, he's making sure that they stay safe. He makes sure no fire gets it, no thief gets it, right? He's over all that. He understands how everything is calculated, supposed according to whatever. He's making sure all that, right? He's over all of it, right? He's overlooking all of it, right? But I want you to understand something. He don't know about your specific debt. In order to know that, we need Miss Mary to come in. Miss Mary needs to make an appointment with Mr. Joe. Mr. Joe is over the whole thing. Miss Mary is a forensic accounting attorney. Miss Mary, has to talk to Joe and says, she says to Joe, hey, Joe, is everything in order here? You got all these records here? Yeah, no doubt. And then Mary says to Joe, I need to see this particular one. Joe's like, yes, right this way, man. They go through it, they pull out that one. Mary says, yeah, here's my ID, here's my, bar number, whatever the case is. I need to check this one out. I'll have it back to you in 2 weeks. I need to comb through it. Understand everything about it. When it was taken out, when the payments were made, were any of them late, right? Whatever the case was, right? What are the calculations? How much was put down, right? How much was owed? All kind of different stuff. And when Mary goes through it all, right, she finds out that it's not $100,000, $12.09. It's $100,000, $12.08. See, that's what a forensic accounting individual do. Now that individual can write up the paper and submit that into the court as, number one, so that the subject matter, which is a debt, is accurate. And number two, that there's a firsthand fact witness who figured it out. And like I said, every court case, I want you to know, here's the game. People say to me, Brad, show me the game, show me the game, show me the game. The game is you got to have a plaintiff, you got to have a witness, and you got to have a validated subject matter. In this situation, we're talking about a debt, but in a criminal case, it would be another thing. In a civil case, it would be another thing, right? Whatever the case is, the subject matter has to be validated and authenticated. It has to be accurate. It has to be it must have what's called precision to it. And in most cases, especially with a foreclosure case or debt case, all that, it's just the attorney just has some guy, right, twice removed, it's not even the original lender, whatever the case is, they said this is the amount that's owed. It's like, wait a minute, son, are you some sort of a forensic accounting attorney? No, I'm the record keeping guy. It's like, bro, The subject matter is not authenticated and validated. And certainly it's not authenticated and validated by you. Where's the accounting attorney, the first-hand fact witness, to make sure that the debt is precise? Not what you think it is, what it actually is, a precise number based upon her findings. Where is that? I don't know. And I want you to know that here's the way the game works. Over 90% of the cases proceed without Miss Mary and without a valid authentication, validation, precision of whatever the subject matter is, right? Speeding case, whatever it is, right? Right? Who calibrated that thing? When did they calibrate that speeding case, right? When did they validate that? When did they validate that radar gun? Who was it that validated on what day? I need to talk to him or her, right? Bring them into the court, and that person ain't coming. So I want you to know, if that individual doesn't show up, one of the legs on one of that, you got to have these four, right? You got to have these four. But if that person doesn't show up, then you don't have that person, right? And I want you to know that the case that you may be facing right now, unless you object to something, right, they're going to use your failure to object as permission to steamroll you. They can't steamroll you. They need your permission by your failure to properly object. Now, here's the thing. A lot of people do, right? Or they don't have a first-hand fact witness like this Miss Mary we talked about. They got some Joe Schmoke, right, who's over the account, who's over the record keeping. I ain't talking about the record keeping. I'm sure it's safe. I'm sure no fire is going to get it. I'm sure it's locked every night at 5 p.m. Got it. Not talking about all the records. I'm talking about this one record. And I want to open up this one record. I need somebody to go through it. That's not you, Joe. That's Miss Mary. And I didn't see a Miss Mary in all the court filings. That's a problem. There's no Miss Mary and there's no precision of the debt. This cannot move forward. So please contact me so I can walk you through this and save your house, right? Save your home, right? My email is bradtipton@yahoo.com. My email is bradtipton@yahoo.com. You can find it in the description below. I want you to know, here's the thing. I know you may be thinking, oh, I got it. I got it now. I'm going to run and do it. Brother, sister, wait a minute. Just because you know what to do doesn't mean that you know how to do it properly. Just because you know what to do by watching a YouTube video about how to change a tranny on a 64 Chevy, just because you know what to do doesn't mean that you know how to do it because you watched a YouTube video. That's where I come in. Over the last 11 years, which this past April was 11 years, I've worked with over 7,000 clients. I know not just what to do, I know how to do it. In the same way that mechanic on that 64 Chevy, he knows what to do and he knows how to do it so that when you put the key in, pow, it goes. Same thing with me. When you put the key in this case, we get it dismissed, right? So please reach out to me. My name is Brad Tipton. My email is bradtipton@yahoo.com. Schedule a time, email me. Let's schedule a time to talk by phone. We'll go over the entire situation. I'll let you know my input, how we should attack it, and how we should get it dismissed. Every day that you wait when it comes to a court case is working against you. So if you received a summons or something like that, contact me now. Right? It's okay to contact me later. I'm just saying that we need as much time as possible to do the research, right? So contact me. My name is Brad Tipton. I will always show you the game. How does the game work? Number one, the game is they need you to give them the thumbs up to move forward by your failure to reply. That's number one. And number two, you need a plaintiff, you need a defendant, you need subject matter, and you need a first-hand fact witness. And in most cases, these two are missing. And they move forward because you don't know how to stop it. That's where I come in. Brad Tipton at Yahoo.com. Thanks so much. Talk to you later. Bye.